subscribed yet, please hit that subscribe button and that notification bell to get all your latest updates on when I'm posting. And today, y'all know what day it is. It's Bree Tuesdays! Okay, now I know this video is going up on Wednesday. I apologize. I was supposed to post it yesterday, but I had a meeting yesterday, so I didn't have time to do it. But don't worry, y'all. Y'all getting all y'all tea, okay? Y'all still getting y'all tea. You still getting the latest updates of what's going on in pop culture, okay? So today we're talking Wendy Williams, the Clermont twins, and Blac Chyna on Wendy Williams giving her exclusive interview content. So without further ado, let's get into the video. Okay, you guys, let's jump right into it. So Wendy Williams. Finally, if you guys have not seen my last episode on Bree Tuesdays, Wendy, let me just catch you up to speed. Wendy was not coming clean about her divorce. Like I said before, I felt a little bit type of way of how she was just, going about her topics and talking about what was going on in the latest gossip, but she wasn't talking about her divorce until Von Jones called her out on it because she wasn't trying to mention it. But recently, honey, I think it was yesterday, she had finally opened up about her divorce. If you have not seen the clip.
Working on my divorce pleasantly right now. When I say pleasantly, I mean I ask of you, please, it's hard to say give privacy because I don't give privacy when I'm doing the rest of the stories. So you do what you want, you always do, but just to catch you up to speed, that is Webb. He's part of my security details. I am a single woman running around New York.
Hunty, finally, she talks about the divorce. She's saying everything that everybody's been saying, at least what I've been saying. How she sits here and talks about everybody else's business but her own. Well, finally, she has admitted that she's getting a divorce. She has moved into her own bachelor pad, honey. She has had a slither of men walking up and down there. Personally, I think Wendy be getting it on and popping. You know what I'm saying? She just seems like that type. Not saying, she's a Tatiana.
Bust down, Tatiana. Bust down, Tatiana.
Out here in these streets, but she just seems like the type that likes to have fun. Nothing wrong with that after you've been married for 25 years. I mean, be free. Do you, boo? Although she didn't get in too much of the divorce details, which I understand because after you've been with somebody for so long, you may not want it to be as public, but let's just be glad she's announced it. Hopefully we get more into it about, what really happened and what really transpired. But that's it on Wendy. We'll move on from Wendy. We'll let her be for right now. But let's just be glad that she finally announced it. She finally said that she was getting a divorce, being single. She has her own bachelor pad. I believe it's up in the city. She said she was a New Yorker, but I actually believe she was. I think she's from New Jersey. But she said she has a bachelor pad and she's living her best life. So go ahead, Wendy. Salute to you and thank you for finally admitting that you are getting a divorce. By the way, you guys don't see my new background? Comment in the comments if you like this new background. I had to move it over here because it's a little late in the day, so you gotta get the right angles when the sun is in it, honey, and it's blessing. But I like it here. I don't know if my echoey is just, getting on your nerves because there's a sunroom, so the sound is like bouncing off the walls and stuff. So let me know if you guys like that. Anyway, speaking of Wendy, our next topic, of course, is Blac Chyna because she did an exclusive interview with Wendy Williams about everything. I mean, there was some stuff that she might have left out, but for the most part, Wendy be getting everybody's business, honey, and she got majority of what the world all wanted her to know. And if you have not seen the clip out,
to do with him cheating or you cheating or anything like that. You were growing apart.
Yeah.
But you agreed that you're going to be good co-parents.
Yeah, but something kind of did.
What happened?
Expedite all of that. So Tiger started, dating Kylie and whatnot. And he had threw her, I think her 17th birthday party.
Yeah, where he performed Rack City.
Yeah. So after that happened, that's when of course, the family kind of was like, all right, well, bye, girl, and kind of threw me underneath the bus.
Well, but how did you know that they were dating?
Kind of when I got thrown out.
You got thrown out of the mansion that Tiger was living in.
Yep.
And did he tell you because he's got a new girlfriend, or did you see something?
No, I seen it and it was kind of like already everywhere.
You and Tyga broke up. Did you go after Rob? Because I said it on Hot Topics. I'm going to cop to it. She's here. I thought you were using him to get back at the whole family. And I thought it was a great come up, considering, you know, you locked that down. You had the baby. Now get back at them by getting their most vulnerable asset, which is Rob. He let himself go. It seems like he didn't care about himself, and along come you.
No, it didn't happen.
Hit Rob up.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
So I talked to Rob on the phone for like maybe 3 or 4 hours, and I was like, listen, I promise you when I come back to LA, because he just was like so like
needy.
And I was just like, look, when I come back to LA, like I'm just gonna help you out and just tell you everything I know and then just build you up and then we'll figure out it from there.
So after that scene, what is my opinion? Angela, I think that's what she wants to go by and not Blac Chyna. I don't know, y'all. I think she's a little kooky. I mean, it seems like she means well. I mean, every time she sits down and has an interview, she seems like she's like a genuine nice person and trying to mean well. But then I also know that she has a flip side too. I don't know if she's a Gemini. Nah, I have to look up her zodiac sign. But she seems like she could be able to flip at any moment, and she wants the public to look at her in a certain way. Now, when Wendy explains, because she was saying what everybody else was saying, honey, as soon as Tyga, by the way, how about she said Tyga had kicked her out of the house? Kicked her out the mansion. She was living good with Kim Kardashian, playing with little Northwest, little King and North up there playing at the playground at school, having a good old grand time. And then all of a sudden, Tyga comes back and just kicks her out the house. She didn't get in more detail about that, but honey, I need to know. Because, I mean, did he come back? Did he said it's time to go? Did he give you an eviction notice? Honey, what happened? That he just kicked you out the house. And then she said she didn't find out later on that he actually did a party for Kylie, her 17th birthday, her 17th party when he was 23, which is not unusual for a rapper, but it's a, look, Lord have mercy, stay together! But he had kicked her out the house, and later on she had found out that he was messing with Kylie at 17 and he was 23. Y'all. I mean, you can't make this stuff up. I'm 23 right now, and I'd be damned if I would be with any 17-year-old. I mean, what mental capacity could you have, or what compatibility could you have with a mentality of somebody who's 17? She doesn't even know who she is. Man, I just don't know. But Blac Chyna said she found out on the internet, which I feel like is so grimy. She had said that her and Tyga had split apart, but the fact that he had came home, kicked her out, and then find out that he was dating Kylie when she was 17. Because she was not legal, Tyga. She wasn't legal. Ugh, that's just so disgusting. I just can't. She wasn't legal, so she obviously couldn't say publicly on the show that they were dating, but everybody knew that they were dating. Anyway, Wendy got into the topic of that she believed Blac Chyna got with Rob in the first place just to get back at Tyga. Now, I feel like I feel like everybody already knew that, or everybody already knew what's up, so for her to say that she didn't, it's just a little coincidental that, you know, after the whole Tiger situation happened and Kylie and Tyga was now officially together in the media, that everybody else knew that she ended up with Rob. It would look a little shady, but from her explanation, we're here from her side, honey. She had said that she had went to some state, I think it was like Arkansas or something. Something I really don't know how to spell. But she was with someone there doing an event, and Rob kept hitting her up. Don't know what he was saying. I don't know if he was asking her, was she okay? I don't know if he was saying, come on, when you coming home, let's smash. Whatever he was saying, honey, it was enough to get her attention. And she said she really wanted to help him, and he was being really needed to her, saying that he needed her, he wanted her to hit her up or whatever. But she said she was attracted to him. She said after 5 days of dating, everything was pretty quick. Rob wanted to get her pregnant. And I'm sure that he did. On his end, I could believe that, because at this point, he was really depressed, really low about what was going on. He was living at a Chloe's house. He was gaining weight. And then all of a sudden, this hot tenderoni, because, you know, they all love the chocolate, honey.
Chocolate? Chocolate? Did you say chocolate?
Yes, sir. With or without nuts.
Chocolate? Chocolate!
All them Kardashians like the chocolate. he sees this nice chocolate coming over with all this booty. He's like, oh my goodness, she wants me. She's attracted to me. Oh my goodness, let me get myself together. So however she helped him, and they ended up having a beautiful baby together. But on this exclusive interview, honey, we got the tea. We got the tea. Blac Chyna is finally coming out and saying something. Now, on the interview, she seemed a little nervous and a little shaky, which is understandable considering that you have so... Look, joking. I mean, I would be a little nervous too, considering that all of my business has been all over the media. I mean, if we really think about it, Blac Chyna is either known for stripping, being with Tiger or Rob Kardashian, or her mother wilding out Tokyo Tony on Instagram, who seems like just a little bit of a Looney Tune. So you can't even blame Blac Chyna for how she is, because if you look at her mother, then you just be like, I don't know what to do. So, I understand, you know, why the way she is, but she said that she really wanted to help him. She wanted him to understand her worth. In a sense, I believed her, but do I think that there wasn't any little motivation, little pettiness, little revenge? Because her ex-baby daddy, her ex-fiance, they was engaged. I didn't even know her and Tiger was engaged. But her ex-fiance ends up with a 17-year-old, and it's your sister, and you don't think it was a little pettiness? I don't know, y'all. It seems a little petty. It seems like there was a little petty, a little intention behind it, but she said that she wanted him to see his worth, so whatever. And then she said that he was a better lover, honey. Listen. I would say whatever I needed to say as long as Rob keep cutting that check. As far as I know, they came to some custody agreement with Dream. I don't know if he's still paying child support or not, but as long as Rob got them checks coming in, you could be the best lover, whatever, out of her category. She ain't stopping them checks, honey. She ain't gonna bash it. Just like she ain't gonna bash the Kardashians, because they run that media. If you don't believe the Kardashians run that media, you are crazy. They have TMZ on speed dial. Post this, don't post this. Post this, don't post this. So, I mean, if you ever stay in their good graces, I understand. But honey, that tea was too good. But anyway, that's it for Blac Chyna, guys. I'm so happy that she finally opened up and said what everybody's thinking. Surprisingly, she said Wendy's information was actually pretty accurate, because Wendy's information, I don't know where she be getting her hot topics. I don't know who's in her crew, but they're always wrong. They're always wrong. Wendy's team is always wrong. So the fact that Blac Chyna said that Wendy's facts was actually accurate is shocking to me. Anyway, you guys, our last and final topic is the Clermont twins. Now, if you don't know who they are, don't worry, because I don't know either. I'm really not quite sure where they are. From what I have heard, they got famous on Instagram. I don't know if it was in a Drake video or a Nicki Minaj video. You know, IG famous, video vixen type twins. So apparently they were really pretty twins, which I've never heard of them before, but I've heard they were really pretty twins, obviously, because, you know, they're famous, they're social media famous. But I was on the shade room, you know, scrolling down, and apparently they had a little tiny procedure done to their face. Let's take a look.
It looks perfect.
Oh my gosh, I love it.
The Simpsons.
All right, so Bree's opinion. I feel like whatever you feel like you need to do in order to make yourself feel confident is what you need to do. But at the end of the day, confidence and self-worth and beauty is not all over the outside, people. It's from within. People are so worried about what they look like on social media, what their body looks like, what their face looks like, how they're trying to be trending this week so they can be trending next week. But guess what? Just because big lips are in right now don't mean they're gonna be in later. Just because big butts are in right now don't mean they're gonna be in later. You have to love yourself. At the end of the day, there is only one you. You were born you, and nobody else can replace you. So stop trying to look like everybody else out here. I mean, I don't know if their face was just if they just had the surgery done or the injections done, and that's why their face maybe is swollen, because after any procedure or any surgery, your body's always swollen because it takes time for your body to try to adjust to the foreign objects that are being inserted into it. So maybe they should have waited a little longer until maybe the swelling went down, or waited until something. Just give it some time before they did their big reveal, because I don't know. I don't understand people. Like, all you are given what you are made to have. There's no need to look for validation in any of this stuff. So at the end of this Bree tea, even though I'm giving you guys the tea, and even though we're making it a little, you know, jokey joke, on a serious note, please love who you are. Know your self-worth. Know your confidence. Have knowledge of yourself to know that beauty does not only consider what's on the outside, it is from the inside as well. Because the most prettiest person with the ugliest personality can just make them fully. Beauty. Well, the most beautiful person with a wrong personality can make them extremely ugly. So just know, beauty is not only what's outside, but it's on what's inside as well. So know your worth, have self-confidence, and don't expect validation from anybody else. You are valid. You are the only one. So don't try to be anybody else. That's the end of this video, guys. Like I said before, like, comment, share, and subscribe, and tell your friends, and tell your friends, and tell your friends to come back to Bree Vision for the next video. Till next time.